The woman had just taken a quick nap, but the next second, her shadow was frozen on the wall, completely unable to move. Taking advantage of no one noticing, the shadow transformed into a snake-like shape and quietly slipped out the door. From then on, strange things began to happen to the woman. Even though she ate glutinous rice balls once a week, her mother said it was her first time eating them. Even though it was a dress she loved so much she didn't want to wear it, she had completely forgotten about it, even just to sneeze. The mother thought her son was trying to scare her and told him not to do such foolish things anymore. At first, the boy thought his mother was just suffering from ordinary forgetfulness and didn't take it seriously until he went to a family gathering at his relative's house. The boy truly realized the severity of the problem. His mother had even forgotten the name of her own younger sister. He didn't recognize any of his distant relatives. If the boy hadn't personally gone to entertain his uncles and aunts, this family would have already fallen apart. It wasn't until the visit of the insect master Ginkgo that things finally took a turn for the better. It turned out that the mother had been parasitized by a creature called the shadow soul. These creatures feed on human memories. Once they enter the brain, they continuously erase unimportant knowledge from human memories, though it poses no harm to the body. Over time, Ingu is unsure whether the shadow soul insect will consume all of the woman's memories. Upon hearing this, the mother also fears forgetting her son, and even more afraid of forgetting her husband who hadn't returned home in years. The insect monsters embedded deep in the brain cannot be eradicated, but Ingu told them a good method. As long as the woman can store new memories every day. The shadow soul, which requires food, also fears the sudden death of its host, and is even less likely to harm her most core life memories. Rather than being parasitic, the two are more like a symbiotic relationship. This led the mother, who had never ventured far from home, decided to go in search of her husband, who had forgotten his way home. Even the boy didn't expect that his mother, who had always stayed at home, would make such a big decision. However, experiencing new things does indeed accelerate the ability to store memories. The boy agreed to his mother's decision and also saw Ingu off. Under Ingu's blessing, the mother and son set sail for the port. Finally, in the second year, they found traces of the father, but the situation was not as good as they had imagined.